Just about the tempo.
That didn't.
I guess, is there any world in which they take the lifestealer? I'm not really sure.
No. They
I'm not sure. I mean, really, realistically, like how many here? Oh, Misha's gonna get this.
With the big setup. He
Boys
replaced Seneko, both in play and
It's counterable. Like that has to get punished, right?
Yeah. Misha, maybe caught here. The first blood is still on the line too. He's Wind Splitter Blast level 1, so there's no way for him to escape out of this one. 11, now that I think about it.
It just, the weird part is like, you don't really think about that kind of damage. Like, everyone always thinks about his Infernal Blade early on, but you just kind of get Scorched Earth and killed. Let me say, like, this Doom versus Ursa matchup, like, when in a one-on-one, all of these melee aggro heroes win out, but...
Oh, Razor!
The Dusa off by surprise. With the fact that he doesn't have any levels of the unstable current. He might have just, like, chased down, nuked. Because most of the time we see, like, 0-2-2 being really common. And just running at people, getting the purge off.
And it looks like he got really low underneath tower as well, so maybe there's one of those situations that Dusa turned. Kaka, a little bit low, but is able to eat that one tree to be able to get away, and Misha's going to get burned to death by the Scorched Earth, and Crystallize is already taken so much damage as well. Another Infernal Blade hit. The Scorched Earth is going to wear out here, so there goes all that damage. Kaka, Aether Shock, but Shadow Shaman is a slow hero, so he pushes forward, grabs some regen, and waits for that 5-minute bounty rune timing, but now he's going to run into the high ground, runs into Blizzy. He didn't want to sit in the low ground waiting for that bounty rune, but he ends up running into his own doom. That's going to be the first kill for Navi.
I have one hero hitting jungle creeps, and it's really interesting that they decided to put this Tiny in this bottom lane, considering he's getting nothing. And it's not even like the Ursa's getting slowed down his mid lane.
Big Yang, Dark is going to pull him back in.
Doing so much damage.
He is going to be able to beat down Magical, and Crystallize is going to TP in. Old Chicken gets dangerously low, but he will be able to escape. He still trying to stay ahead of Crystallize here. Looks like the Disruptor picked up his level 3. Got Kinetic Field out, unfortunately, much like Kaka.
To do it. I wonder if he stacked Ancients from at least. Nope.
It's not.
So he's got no stacked Ancients or anything like that, so the triangle of farm that you normally get isn't even as good as it is, for example, on Dire side.
For old 11, he's going to be able to eat that Purge creep, but he's already been slowed down. He's going to turn around and doom up the Ursa. He is so low, they only need one more swing of the Ursa, but he just can't quite catch there. Misha's going to be able to slow down old 11. Old 11 jukes him out of the trees, and Misha unable to get the deny either. Old 11 now is on a kill.
That's crazy.
The top of the board.
That's actually great. Thank you for Knoxville on that, as Tark just going to make his way
down. Blizzy going to be found underneath the trees. Blizzy. Okay, they cancel that TP. I was going to say, I don't think anybody can possibly save him or get a counter kill, especially given how weak Navi is right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in love with Ye's play. Like, I think he moves around the map so fluid.
Yeah, they did enough chip damage that one round of Serpent Ward should be enough too. Oh, EK gets instantly hexed up, and they will be able to doom as well. They're going to go for Blizzy because Chu is already out of this fight. They're going to glimpse him back into the static link, keep him still. Blizzy is dead, and Kaka just keeps pace here with this Tiny to make sure he will eventually take out. But he doesn't want to get too close. He knows that the Doom was fading, and he could have been caught in a combo there. That's why he's going to leave it to old 11 to catch up. Hits him with the smash. The toss back's not going to be good enough.
Really well done there. Fights.
Yeah. Like, Dark is always one step ahead of you.
Yeah, like I think that's so cool, and it's such a consistent theme. Like,
and we just saw an example of that. The toss back onto the Razor. Misha's going to be able to slow him down further with a Splinter Blast. What a quick gank from Chu.
Like, you could see that they time. It's bottom lane.
Trying to go for the glimpse, and they got him. Dagger, Kinetic Fields, Crystallize, running back and forth. He's like, can I fight? No, definitely not.
100%.
That's rewards. Keen Gaming is trying to make a trade-off for a tier 2. Old 11 going to run into the Wyvern here, and he's going to go for that kill because he's got a double damage rune. He knows that nobody can really fight him. Tries to go for the deny there on the Earth.
Just too much, like, let's chill.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I mean, they could still potentially win with this lineup.
That is Hellbear smashing just the two of them, and Dark is going to be so slowed down that he's going to be gobbled up by Crystallized pretty quickly. Blizzy taking a lot of damage from Yi. They're hitting onto these Spectre illusions, but now they found the real one, an Old Chicken. The Winter's Curse laid out to the Doom. He's taking a lot of damage from that Razor. The Winter Wyvern is dead, though. Old Chicken is going to be able to slow down Crystallized pretty soon here, but he can't die. He is going to get caught by the Mystic Stave that comes in. The toss over of the Ursa straight into Old 11. Old 11 does kill him first before he goes down.
That was the double. That was the double, right? He got both values for it. That's so sick. His net worth actually just shot up as a result of that. He's got 2,600 gold.
Oh, they found one. Chu. They're going to turn and kill the Shadow Shaman. Chu is not going to die. I thought that was going to be a clear one-for-one exchange, but now it's going to be Old 11 thanks to the Disruptor catching her with Glimpse. They're going to be able to bring down that off-lane Enigma.
That's pretty big, though.
This is where supports want to get aggressive vision on us. This is where they ran into that team fight, where Chu first invaded with heroes behind him. They wanted to defend those areas.
Oh, Misha's getting real aggressive here.
Yeah, what is this? Misha? 7-15, 19 minutes in, 6,000 net worth lead, 14, and Old 11 has found one. He's going to go for Crystallized. It's a very big kill. He's immediately going to pop the enrage and go for the TP, but they had the Doom up, and that means there is no way for him to be able to get out of this one. This is going to be an easy kill for 11 and Old Chicken. Unless he can juke it out, but they found him eventually.
Everybody got excited for a second, but unfortunately, the Tiny's got tossed soon, and the Winter's Curse.
Well, they're going to make sure he's not going anywhere.
Okay. I'm for it.
I mean, here, looks like that Yi not going to go for that courier. He finds the team fight to be more important, and with his setup, there is no doubt they're going to be able to win this fight because Misha has already been caught by the support. Stark's going to make sure that Blizzy can't TP out. Misha, he's out of disables.
The hidden factor of when you deward a few wards in a row, and they're just more reluctant to place him aggressively. As look at this.
Magical. Does manage to get off the stone gates here. Old 11's just going to run in front of him with the... He's actually going to get Black Hole here. They're going to try and focus down the Zoom. They will be able to do so because the extra physical damage down the Winter's Curse laid out. Trying to get the Medusa to retreat, but it looks like the Doom's going to last too long. So instead, it's just going to be a grab bag of how many heroes can Keen Gaming grab. It looks like it's going to be Misha up next. Chu thinking about going. They're going. This one, he's going to try and blow up the Razor. They do manage to do it too. The kinetic field's locking in the two of Navi heroes, though. They may have gotten that one pick off, but they cannot take the full team fight, that's for sure. Crystallized almost dead, is now gone, and with Glimpse back on a Chu, he's going to die as well here. Triple kill for Old Chicken as the two...
The Enigma, I try to rank the cores like in terms of how useful they're going to be late game. The Ursa is really going to fall off. The Enigma is going to always be somewhat useful as...
The boost of movement speed allows Yi to be able to get on top of Misha. Kills him so quickly, he doesn't actually get that much damage. Magical is going to go for the TP out, but he gets zoomed. Old 11 is there once again. They have so much catch. The combination of this Doom, Disruptor,
Roche?
Spectre.
Another item on your Doom.
I'm not sure if I like Aghanim Scepter this game for the Doom. Oh, okay. A solo Winter's Curse just laid out. The team's going to set up on him, try and go for the tiny combination. He pops his BKB and the Shivas as well. He is so tanky, he's not going to be dying here. Blizzy actually went for the ultimate there, but Yi is able to finish him off. Crystallized with his BKB is going for the back line. Meanwhile, the Deuce is focused with the Doom on him. He's just going to turn and fight as best as possible. Chu's battling it out with him, but it's so obvious that both Old Chicken and 11, they're too tanky for Chu to be able to do anything about that. That's going to be a 2 for...
Yeah, they're just traffic stops.
Yeah. And Keen Gaming just roll right through all those stop signs. Take a tier 3. Now for a lane of Brax. And Old Chicken still has that Aegis for a while. They are going to back up though because they're pretty reliant on their supports, I think, for the Disables to be able to win the team fight. They're going to get caught by the Winter's Curse, unfortunately. Old 11.
Can you copy that now?
Guess so.
I mean, it makes sense, right? It's so much damage.
Yeah.
You farm really quick as a 5 now. It's bottom lane, Dark. I mean, he's going to catch somebody here.
And it's going to be the pullback on a Chu with a Static Storm, but the kinetic field doesn't last for long, but then the Spectre's going to be able to come in. Misha is also dead, trying to cold embrace himself, but again, Doom has answers to that fit.
They do have a smoke on their Enigma. I think they're potentially just trying to de-ward.
They're just going to roll up to that high ground. Old 11, he knows he's so tanky, he feels... Oh, no! Navi trying to chase him down. The missing state's not going to be enough. He's coming in, stealing all that damage. Toss up in the air from Chu. Is going to try and finish off Old Chicken. Don't let him get away. Get that man. He tosses him free, but Old Chicken definitely dodges it. Will be able to get away. The rest of Keen are a hot pursuit, though. Chu, he has a blink up, but he's taking the damage. He was just about to get away. He was just about to blink forward and try and fall in.
Yeah.
It's like you get that, plus you get the mana steal, and if you can get him pre-BKB with like the first stun, you get him with one snake, he's already at like a quarter of his mana.
Glimpse back. Misha tried to go for some warding.
That was, he died so fast.
Well, now nobody has vision on the high ground.
Video game, have this tier 1 tower mid alive.
Oh, Blitz loves it.
Ooh,
the tier 1 mid.
Oh,
still alive. They're going to go for the team fight. We got a BKB activated already with the Doom. Set up onto the Medusa. Very dead. The Winter's Curse on the Spectres is trying to get out, but no one's actually going to be able to survive. The Radiance Bird continues to get both the Tiny and the Wyvern, so there's some wasted abilities there. The Medusa has buyback, but now we have no supports.
Yeah, no lockdown. They do have the black hole. Blizzy has the blink dagger. Maybe if he can find a really good angle, but both cores not clumping up at all. The two supports waiting in the back line. Just allow.
Navi has to make a move. But they're going to try and do it themselves. Glenn goes inside the pit at just the perfect time. He's going to be able to reveal this. Pops BKB, and they're just going to go for the big off on 2. Blizzy does manage to get the black hole onto 2, and they can't actually stop that one because there's no Doom available to be able to get it. The Stone Gate's going to lock down the Razor. This combination is so dangerous, and Kane were not careful enough.
Those cores.
I think Old 11's got to be more careful. He keeps on showing himself first in these team fights, but if he's caught in the black hole, there's nobody stopping. The Winter's Curse is going to be laid onto the Doom. Spectre's going to go for the back line. Blizzy's already dead. Same goes with the Wyvern. Kaka's going to join him in the adventures for more. It's going to be Chu who's also going to fall here.
And
one moment. Spectre and farm. You know.
And Kaka thinking about dropping the wards. He's in fact going to do so. As
jumping from Kaka also goes straight for Magical. The Winter's Curse is going to be laid out. They're going to try and force that Magical back to the fountain, but he's already been static linked. Called back in by the Glimpse, and he's done with the disarm. Also on the Ursa, he wasn't able to get a kill off of that initiation. Blizzy with a 2-man black hole. Great setup. Old 11 wasn't in it. That means he could just stop that black hole with a Doom of his own. And now that is it for game 1. Keen finally shut the door on Navi once and for all, ending this 2-minute game in a 36,000 net worth lead.
Like the
game where you've got now all 3 cores capable of potentially just solo killing any of the 3-4, or possibly the 3-4-5, really, because
lane, by the way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he is. He decided to go for the quick bottle too.
Sawing him down, now jumping onto Misha. The dagger's going to come out. Old Chicken is taking a lot of damage, but they are going to be able to get that first blood on the support. Old Chicken knows he's dead, but he's going to try and get a kill onto Chu here. They're both tanking up the double flyer, and it does look like Chu's just going to hold in Dark as best as possible. He does go down, trading his life, but Crystallize now has a double kill. Not going to go for the Wyvern, though. Good discipline by Crystallize, recognizing that these short death timers means the PA was not too far away. So despite all the harassment advantage that Keen Gaming had in the end, that engagement did go the way of Navi.
Yeah. I mean, it was still first blood. Just, it's unfortunate for Keen that the Spectre actually gets the left.
Oh, yeah! Dodge a little bit more, but he can't get it. Magical with the haste root. Can you explain what it is? Why are people getting this spell now?
Well, now it's like actually like you have range. So in the laning phase, it doesn't feel that bad. And before, what would end up happening is like you would pop your pull, and then you could walk forward after. But now you can do stuff like that, which is exactly what you saw. Like before, it was suicide. It was essentially just suicide.
Right.
It didn't really do anything. If anything, I felt like it was a net negative in the laning phase.
So now, like, this Ember Spirit can't reliably just sleight of fist dodge all these remnants, because sometimes he's going to get pulled into it. Magical's going to pull him back again. Here, the battle for the rune. Not going to be there. It's actually bottom with the double damage. An Ice Path comes out. Chu stuck here. He's going to try and retreat, but he's slowed down too much.
Plus, if you think about it, getting a level of pull early on in terms of like pure DPS is probably more efficient. It's Old Chicken likely to go down.
Tick out here. Another Splinter Blast is going to bring Crystallize low. He's going to try and retreat to the trees instead of running back to the tower. Hides it out a little bit, waits for his other supports to come in and force Dark as well as Kaka back. Dark is actually low enough that he gets another Thunder Strike. He may die here, but Misha being body blocked up so hard. Now Misha's maybe overextended himself, and sure enough, the Ice Path is going to lock him down. Old Chicken will be able to help get this kill and make sure that Dark doesn't take too much damage.
Yeah, and Dark opted to go for the 1-1-1 build. It kind of sucks because you don't deal as much damage, but at the same time, you just needed a way to break shackles. They got way too much after that.
5-minute bounties are up here. Chu turns around, goes for Dark, but Dark instantly pops the stick. He completely baited out Chu, and now Kaka lands that Splinter Blast, gets on top of him.
This is such an aggressive lane. Yeah, as I was saying about mid, you have another way to get Overload off, right?
Yeah.
So I think in terms of pure DPS, it feels really nice.
Here's that level 5 marker. But the Storm Spirit, because of the kills he's been able to get in lane, is so close to level 6, and now the lane changes once again.
They're going to kill him, I think.
But they're going to jump onto him. They have the kinetic field, a little bit of extra Thunder Strike damage, and Magical can still zip around a little bit. One more jump into the river with the Fairy Fire. He does get hit by an Ice Path in just a couple of shots. Oh, look at that. They don't have the range to be able to catch him, so he's going to start running down river. Had the healing salve. Was that given to him? I think it was by the support. The Splinter Blast not going to land. Magical definitely steps aside here, and now Kaka's going to be caught inside the kinetic field. Magical not feeling like he can commit, though. Misha, he's going to be the one caught instead. Looked like Misha thought they were going to really all in for that kill, but Magical said, this entire time. But look at the difference in levels. Blizzy still not level 6, and Slardar going to show him what's up. Has the level 7 mid lane going to get ganked here. They're not going to let this Ember Spirit get his level 6, it seems. Remnant not going to be there.
Plus the solo kill. That was unexpected, considering Yi has had such a good time lately.
Splinter Blast jumping onto Crystallize right as he used his dagger too. But it seems like, I'm very surprised they didn't commit more for this one. Finally, they do catch him with the Ice Path. If he hadn't used the dagger, they could have escaped. Finally, he does get the dagger back up. Oh no! They've overcommitted now. Magical's going to be able to get in there. Immediately goes for the supports first. Now the lockdown. Here comes the Slardar, though. Magical's out of mana. He's going to be big hit from the Slardar to finish him off. The crush. Oh, Crystallize barely gets away there. Chu. Kinetic field trying to protect Chu as best as possible, but with the extra damage, the corrosive haze, it's inevitable that old 11. What a great rotation by.
For a second, and I thought the dagger was going to come in. P was going to get the last hit.
Misha, he knows those aggressive wards. He's gotten a little bit of a pattern now, but what he didn't anticipate. Yi getting a chains.
Precious bounty.
And even then, they would have to die pretty heavily for that tower. Bounty runes again. Keen Gaming going to be able to grab a couple of them here and maybe caught forward. Magical trying to stay ahead of this Slardar. He's actually very low on mana. He's got one more jump, and now they're actually going to be able to grab the Slardar into the Chain Stun from the Rolling Thunder, trying to keep old 11 controlled up, but one hit is all it took to be able to finish off that Magical kill. He managed to get that. Now with the double damage on the Ember Spirit, he's trying to go for the kill onto Crystallize, and Blizzy can't stop it. He's already used his Rolling Thunder. He can't really help with the Swashbuckle too much. They're going to lose their carry and their mid here and their captain too. Yi running over Navi now. The faster lineup continues to stay up in kills.
Yeah, I mean, I love Stormers, you know, have a special place in my heart for him, but
Yi having 3 deaths by the 6-minute mark. That's only happened once in his career. That's pretty incredible stat there. As you can see how Magical is trying to turn the game against him, but several times he's being caught by the rotations of Old 11. This time he will not, though. Chu is going to be the trade-off instead. Support for support, but a heavy rotation from King Gaming.
In this situation, you want your people to just be able to farm. It just takes her one good fight to be able to kill the Spectre.
Get the chains? No, he doesn't actually get in. The Rolling Thunder goes off. That could be dangerous, especially with the Static Storm. Now the follow-up hit. A Winter's Curse, though. Can he get away? It actually ended up going out so quickly. The glimpse. Was that a Winter's Curse on a creep?
I think so.
It stopped so quickly.
Yeah, it just ended. That would have been the save, too.
Yeah. There was still a glimpse. Old 11's gonna truck on in here. The kinetic field snags him, but Old Chicken can jump over that electricity fence. Will be able to get one support, and Blizzy's dead as well. They get the crush, and the bash followed up. Blizzy didn't even need that much, and they just keep on rolling here. They know too, he can't get away so easily, but he can turn around and surf towards Old Chicken, trying to get up to that high ground. They're gonna pull back Old 11. What a big hit from Blizzy as well. He managed to get the disarm on the PA. What a beautiful swashbuckle, and a jump away. That's not gonna work. Crystallize, he'll collect the bounty on this kill surely, or it'll be Blizzy who gets it with the swashbuckle again.
Only using it as a defensive item, which means it's really hard for you to kill cores. It's great at dealing with supports, and obviously like being able to reset the fight, but
oh, he got up the surfer wards. The Winter's Curse is going to be laid out. Blizzy's going to kill his ally for the roll on through from Magical. That's going to be 2 dead, and now the pullback as well for the glimpse is going to be on Kaka. Crystallize really wants this kill because he's closing in on Radiance too, and Blizzy will let him have it. A 1 for 3
in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Whereas like now you have this big advantage because you have their mid tower. You have a mid tower and they don't. You can protect the ancient camps a lot easier.
The roll out. Old Chicken gonna dodge for a second, but eventually he will be revealed again. And Shu get the lockdown. He's not wasting any time, by the way. Throw down those surfer wards. A good thing too, because Old Chicken, he did not die so easily. Magical's completely out of mana though. He's gonna hide in the trees here. He knows if he's spotted, he's dead, and now he is. But Dark has already taken so much damage. He's gonna be saved by the cold embrace. Magical, they're trying to slow him down. The Winter's Curse, but the roll on in from Blizzy. Bam! Lands onto the Winter Wyvern. Going for the Ember Spirit as well. Tried to get a swashbuckle hit. Hoping for a silence, but he missed entirely. The Ember Spirit gets back. And the Navi chance began as they get a glimpse. Disarm, no silence, but he's out of mana too. The kinetic field, Static Storm. That's going to be a 4th kill for Navi. And a Keen. They can do Roshan so quickly with this corrosive haze, but first they need control of the pit. They need to be able to get a kill, but to jump in, Ice Path actually locked down the Sword Spirit, but Rolling Thunder on through, it hits all 4, and he's bowling through King Gaming. He drops them all low. The PA, he's going to be able to finish him off with the Javelin proc as well. A straight up auto attack is all he needed. The Hex out, Ice Path stopping Chu from being able to get the extra disable. He will be able to get back now, but the 2 supports, Dark as well as Kaka, trying to get back to their tier 1. Navi pumping the brakes a little bit, or maybe they're not. Chu says we're going to go for more, but the Ember Spirit already had that remnant out. Over in the side, it looks like Storm was able to hunt down the Slardar upriver, while the rest of Navi pushed through mid. They've got the Surfer Wards already laid out to hit that mid tier 1 tower, and I'm not sure where this Jakiro thinks he's going. He grabs the regen, yes, but gives Blizzy a big kill.
And this is going to be what looks like 4 bounty runes going their way, plus the mid tower, on top of all the core kills that they just got. Blizzy's just a god.
It just doesn't stop. One of these supports, they're coming out here and immediately getting grabbed by Chu. Oh, but maybe that's because it's all setting up for Yi to be able to jump into this back line, but there's too many heroes. He doesn't have any backup. Too many have died. Blizzy gets silence, and now he's going to get the back. Oh no! King Gaming wants to not play well from behind.
The way that works is, like the Slardar, you have such a big lead as
long jump forward. He's going to spot Old Chicken eventually here. That invisibility will wear out. Another big kill.
I mean, Magical's playing. Oh, that'd be pretty close. That's not bad. Okay, never mind. It just
they just gave it out 3 out of 1.
Okay, all right, never mind. They're behind by like 1,000 in bounties again.
The long range Hex, so tough with this Emperor Spirit to be able to contend with. There is going to be the Winter's Curse trying to buy Yi a little bit of time. He's being run around by this Rolling Thunder, has to jump back defensively. The Disruptor's already been picked off. They're going to be able to get this Jakiro next. Slardar as well dead, and looks like Kaka's down. So this is just going to be cleanup for Navi. They're going to be able to get the dagger in. Oh, an immediate buyback. They really want to take this fight. There is this positioning of the PA on the side. But how can they really take it without any... I feel like the longer this game goes, Navi are just going to keep getting like, oh, now we've got this big item. You're just talking about he's almost got the Orchid on Magical. Like, they do get the pick off on the Disruptor. At the same time, Navi was the ones looking for this engagement. They're going to pop the Spectre ult here, try and jump in. Kaka's going to be first. They want to take away the Winter's Curse. They do so successfully. Blizzy rolling around. Dark doing a really good job dodging all that magic. It's actually committed all of his mana for this one, but they're going to try and save out Old Chicken here, who's committed his BKB, but he's taking so much damage from Blizzy with the MKB double damage. Old 11 trying to sprint away. Pulled back in by the Storm Spirit. 4 dead on the side of Keen Gaming.
In Dota, can you win a team fight? How long will it take until you can win a team fight? Like, what set of conditions need to be met for you to be able to think that Navi is going to lose a team fight to Keen.
Winter's Curse does a lot of damage, but not enough to be able to get the kill, and instead Kaka is going to be grabbed. That's going to be a 23 Bloodstone charge, maybe not actually. Beautiful set of chains. Locks down Magical. They get a lot of damage on him as well. Another Ice Pass snags him up. Tier 3 is going to fall. Navi are all very low though, so they have to back up. They have so much mobility that Keen Gaming maybe that'll change the nature of these team fights, because it seems like the PA struggled to be able to go on any of these cores with the roll-in. Blizzy's already set this up. They had the vision, and now even on top of the shrine, it doesn't seem to matter. It's Navi and lockdown Kaka. They're actually not getting a ton of damage on the cores just yet, but that's because the BKBs have already been popped. Support for support with the buyback coming in for the Winter Wyvern. Already the Pango's been locked down. Winter's Curse on the Stormturd as well with the amplified damage on him, and an Ice Path as well. That is beautifully set up by Keen Gaming. Another crush from Old 11. Blizzy gets a lot of damage out from Swashbuckle. Crystallize trying to capitalize on that as best as possible. Old Chicken, wham! 1,200 damage onto that Disruptor. That is the extra Midas armor doing some work for you. The crush comes in, and they can just turn onto the Spectre, Crystallize, or maybe he can actually battle out with the Radiance damage over time. Old Chicken's trying to get away, and he does manage to get out, killing the Spectre and getting away.
I can still hear it in the distance.
Old Chicken
Just bouncing up and down.
Give him popped here. He can't pop the BKB, but he gets Hex up first. They're going to make sure the Shadow Shaman isn't able to get further control over the PA. Jump in the back line. They're going to be able to take out their Jakiro. Stormshare is committed for those supports as best as possible, but he's running a little bit low on mana, and that's why he's going to TP out. He does so successfully.
That's both the supports though, Pop.
Oh, they're thinking about going for it. The glimpse back here. Static Storm on Old 11. And Crystallize knows he's taking enough to take the front line, especially with Magical coming back into this engagement. But instead, I mean, now he's got almost 50% lifesteal. He's going to be hexed up immediately here. Spectre's going to pop his ultimate. They're going to get the lockdown, but the call to prices go. Look at that. Magical immediately finds the Winter Wyvern like always. That's the thanks of the Spectre, but he doesn't actually kill him in time. And now they're going to have the Winter's Curse. The Spectre not really laying that much damage. It's only into an illusion. Old 11 trying to get that back onto Magical. Does manage to get one, but he's still too tanky. Another big Swashbuckle hit is going to be able to silence up the Ember Spirit. He's dead. Here comes the buyback. They need to be able to finish off Magical. They do manage to do so. Locking down another one. They're going to be able to try and go for Crystallize up next. Crystallize that disarm on so many heroes. They know Storm's alive. Storm's almost here. They got a bash on him and a grab. He's gone. What happened? He did. That's going to be a lane of Rax.
I mean, most likely, you have to be careful here. You have three.
You get two. You can get 2 lanes of Rax.
This is, oh my.
What a dramatic turn.
There's no buyback on Spectre. Storm's dead for 50. Pango himself just can't defend. They're going to probably get double racks here. They're pinging this PA with the Deso. Takes this so quickly. She's got Vlad's aura on her too. That one fight, I mean, it turned around so much. And now it's going to be a 7K lead. Navi.
Spirit as well as the Winter Wyvern, and that one's pretty important because it seems like the lockdown of the Winter's Curse, I mean, it sets him into the Ice Path, the Crush from the Slardar. He also gets Corrosive Haze during the Winter's Curse.
I will say there is a downside of giving the Ember the Aegis, is that they don't feel really comfortable allowing the PA to just like walk up the high ground and hit the tower.
Yeah.
So they're allowing E to do it, which is a little bit slower, but now they're going to start going in.
Jump in, that's going to be the Antisk of Kaka. And the glimpse back on Old Chicken. He pops his BKB afterwards, but he turns around and goes for Blizzy. But Blizzy had the ghost after he didn't actually get bursted on in time. There's going to be Shackles in the back line here, but there's going to be the Sword here. Going for the supports, but he ran into an Ice Path. He has to jump away to the fountain now. Crystallize, who has the Corrosive Haze on him, can still fight his Old Chicken. He sees him kind of low, but then realizes, no, I can't take that. Old Chicken's too big. What am I doing here? He buys back now, and they may still be able to hold. He actually cancels his TP. Blizzy can buy back as well. Guys, this is going to be Megas.
Friends?
You have to defend this. And Keen Gamer are going to force those buybacks out of him because they're going to throw the silence onto the Ember Spirit. The Ember Spirit's low enough. They do take away that Aegis, and the PA is at half health. But now, with all 11 jumping back in, they've got the lockdown on here. Spectre gets blown out. He had half HP, and a crit is all it takes. Storm jumps away again. He's just going to keep poking at Keen and somehow force him out of the base because it's 2 minutes left till the Spectre's here. But now he no longer has Blizzy as well. Blizzy's off for 2 minutes. Magical is back to the fountain again. He's got to keep doing this time and time again if he hopes to be able to stop Keen from claiming this Megas. A glimpse back, pull him in, try and get him with the Storm Spirit as best as possible. Jakiro buys back, knowing that they can just end the game right now if they can get the Megas, but pulling him back in the fountain, it doesn't matter! Oh, think it doesn't get a damn about your fountain. Look at him standing inside of your base. Call GG, Navi. It's over. Keen Gaming make the comeback and are heading to the grand finals.
And that was done in such a hurry. All it took was 2 fights for them to effectively win that game when they had the